What's going on, y'all? I had to take a little break because, I've been really busy lately doing, taking care of my business, handling my business. But I want to make another video talking about how much I love the anime called rorouni Kenshin. Now, I mentioned this anime before in my first video. Um, I've been watching a lot of rorouni Kenshin since then, and man, this anime, like this anime is so fucking good, man. Like it's just man. So basically, what Rooney Kenshin is about is a story about a man named Kenshin Himuro. He's the main character of the anime of the story, and basically, a long time ago, like the anime takes like the anime. The plot of the anime takes place, the setting of the anime takes place 10 years after the Meiji era, basically the Japanese Revolution. And during that revolution, there were you know, it was a lot of like people, killing each other and all that kind of stuff. And Kenshin Himuro, the main character, he was like this crazy killer that was going around killing a whole bunch of, samurais and warriors and stuff, and he was known as Batosai the Manslayer. And that was his title 10 years ago in the past. And so like back then Kenshin, he was crazy. Like he was just going around killing people, not innocent people. I don't know about innocent people, but well, actually, they have a movie, a OVA that talks about that's all about Kenshin's past. So I'm gonna check that out. You know, hopefully soon, probably today. I don't know, but I gotta check that shit out, man. Cause this anime is so fucking good. Like, so now, like, so yeah, so in the past, he was known as Batosai the Manslayer, and he was like going around, killing a whole bunch of warriors, and I don't know about innocent people, but he killed a lot of people, and he was just a basically he was just a cold blooded killer. He shedded a lot of blood, like he killed over 100 people, I think. So now 10 years later, Kenshin, and he was only 18 when he did this stuff. 18 years old, and now he's 28. And, 10 years later, he decided that he didn't want to kill anybody anymore, so he became a wanderer. And so now, he's trying to atone for his sins. He's trying to repent for, what he did in the past. So now, he made an oath to himself that he no longer wanted to kill anyone. So now like after that revolution, after all that chaos that happened 10 years ago in the revolution, all swords are banned from villages and stuff. So whenever someone is seen with a sword, they can be arrested. And so Kenshin, he's a wanderer, and he carries his sword around, and everybody's going after him. And a lot of times Kenshin, when Kenshin be fighting a lot of people, he try his best not to kill anymore, because like I said, he doesn't want to kill people anymore after what he did in the past. Like he killed so many people. Like he said, he's just basically telling himself, no, I do not want to kill anyone ever again. So he carries like this weapon called a reverse blade sword. So it's basically a weapon. It's like a weapon that has like a one side, it has like a sharp edge, and the other edge of the sword has like a dull. It's kind of dull. Like you can't kill the person, but you can like hurt him like really badly. So he uses, like, whenever he fights enemies, he uses the dull part of the blade, so he won't kill his opponent. Cause like I said, he doesn't want to kill. He no longer wants to kill people, cause after you know he was traumatized after killing all them people in the past, man. When he was known as Batosai the Manslayer, when he was Batosai the Manslayer, he was a fucking badass. He was badass, man. Like he was just a cold blooded killer. but at the same time he was still awesome. And so, now that he's a wanderer, he there's like a lot of people that's like going after him after after what happened in the past. Like now, after he became a wanderer, he made a lot of new friends. The girl he met this girl named what's her name, Karu, and another guy named Sanosuke, and a little boy named Yahiko, and a woman named Megumi, and they all became his friends and everything. And so, like, when Kenshin, you know, like I said, he has like a lot of like foes, so a lot of people are like after him after the Revolutionary War, the Imperial, because he's one of the imperialists. Kenshin, he's one of the imperialists from the army, from the Revolution. So a lot of those people are after Kenshin. So now, whenever Kenshin fights somebody, like there's like two fights that was so fucking good, man. Like Kenshin was fighting this guy named Jinei. Like this one fight against Jinei, he like whenever Kenshin fights somebody, and whenever like that his opponent like beats Kenshin up really really bad, and he start getting kind of bloody and stuff, and Kenshin start getting kind of like when he start to take a lot of damage and everything, Kenshin starts to go back to his eyes start to change. Like his eyes, like when he's a wanderer, his eyes look kind of like silly, like they look kind of big. But like when his eyes, like when he fight his opponent and he start to get serious, like when he gets pissed off, his eyes start turning yellow like they did back when he was a manslayer 10 years ago. So and Kenshin doesn't want to be, he don't want to go back to those days again. So like a lot of times his opponent will provoke him into becoming, Batosa the manslayer once again. And so Kenshin wants to avoid doing that because he don't want to, like, once he kill his opponent, that's it. He's gonna become the manslayer again, and he don't want that. So when he fights, sometimes he'll have those eyes where he turn yellow. They'll turn yellow, and then he'll start going crazy, man. Like when he fights, like the best fight was when he fought. Like he almost became Batosa the Manslayer when he fought Jinne, but the girl Kairu, she stopped him from killing, Jinne when he was about to kill him, but Kairu stopped him. So if he had killed Jinne, he would have became Batosa the Manslayer again. He would have been killing people like he did before 10 years ago. But good thing the girl Kairu stopped him. And then another good fight was when he fought Saito. It was I think it was Saito versus Kenshin. Basically, Saito was like Kenshin's like adversary like 10 years ago, and they fought during the Revolutionary War. Both of them were like manslayers, and they fought in this dojo. Yo, that fight was so fucking beast, man. Like Kenshin, he was about to turn back into the manslayer again. Like when he was fighting him, his eyes started changing yellow. He started getting serious, and Kenshin, he was about to lose it. He was really starting to lose. You know, that he said that he was gonna, when he said he wasn't going to fight, he wasn't going to no longer kill anybody. All that shit went out the door when he was fighting Saito, because Saito pushed him to his limit. You see what I'm saying? Like he pushed him to his limit. He pushed him to, where he felt like he wanted to become the manslayer again. But Kenshin, he tried to like control himself because he didn't, because like he's trying his best not to become Batosa the manslayer again, because like I said, he doesn't want to kill people like he used to a long time ago. Like he's trying to become, basically he just wants to protect. He wants to use his sword to protect people. Now he doesn't want to like kill people anymore. He just wants to protect people. So yeah, man, like it's so good, man. Like that fight between Kenshin and Saito, yo, that fight was so fucking good, man. That was like one of the best fights so far. That was like episode 30. I'm on episode 42, I think now. That episode was so fucking good, man. I swear to God, it was so good. The animation, the voice acting. I'm watching it in English, the English dub. The voice acting was good. Oh my God, it was so fucking good, man. It was so good. Um, but right now, there's this villain. There's this main villain named Makoto Shishio, and he's like trying to, you know, basically he's trying to take over Japan, basically, and he's trying to like become the new leader of Japan, and Kenshin has to stop him. And Shishio in the past, he was like, and I think during the Revolutionary War, um, Makoto Shishio got captured by, I think, imperialists, and they burnt him in the fire, in the flames, and like he got burnt up so bad that you couldn't really notice, like he didn't even really look human. So they had like, so he had to like put tape all over his body, and so now he looks like a mummy. So yeah, so he survived when he was in when he was in those flames, but his body got like all these bandages and stuff all over his body, and he looks like a now he looks like a mummy. So now like Kenshin has to stop him from you know controlling everything, because he's trying to control everything, pretty much the government, everything. So Kenshin has to put a stop to him, but the only way Kenshin can stop Shishio is if he become a manslayer again, and he doesn't want to become a manslayer. But Kenshin is like, Kenshin, he has to like, it's hard for him to decide whether or not he wants to become a manslayer and defeat Shishio, or if he wants to be a wanderer. Because even if he become a manslayer again, he still has to train. I'm on the part where Kenshin has to train to beat Shishio, because Kenshin went back to his old master, his old previous master, and he has to train so he can get better, so he can beat Shishio. That's the part I'm on. I know I'm a little late because I'm hella late. This anime is very old. A lot of people already know what it's about, so I'm just talking about I'm just talking about it from my perspective. What I got out what I got out of it. But yeah, man, this anime is fucking serious, man. Kenshin, he's just a really, like, he's a peaceful character, but at the same time, when he gets serious, he gets serious. Like, he's just a fucking badass. Especially when he about to turn into his the manslayer. Cause like when he about to fight when he fights somebody and get serious, he has that urge of wanting to kill, like he did back when he was 10 years ago, he was Batosa the manslayer. But he tried his best not to go back to that stage again, because he's basically a pacifist. He doesn't really want to fight. He only fights when he has to. Now he does, because like I said, he's a wanderer. He just wants to protect people now. He wants to fight to protect. Before, he was just fighting to just because he had that urge to kill. You see what I'm saying? Before and during the Revolutionary War. So now he just wants to protect people, basically. So he went from a bad guy to a good guy. Now he has to kind of go from a good guy to a bad guy again, so he could defeat Shishio, because he's like the main threat of the whole series. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to give y'all my take on Rurouni Kenshin. This anime is so fucking kick ass, man. It's so fucking good. I'm gonna keep watching it, and y'all should check it out, man. It's really good, man. It's really, really, really good. But that's all I gotta say in this video. I'm out. Peace.